see you. Welcome. Oh my gosh, so exciting.
I love a good Christina Aguilera walkout song. Yeah, do you listen to your music when you work out? Because I do.
No.
You don't? It's so much fun.
No, it's like too, it's too close for comfort.
What about when you come on the radio? Do you listen to yourself on the radio and sing along?
No.
All of our hopes and dreams are shattered.
When I sing
So
your songs,
embarrassing.
I sound just like you.
But I love that you do that. I love that you do.
I try.
Awesome.
So what's a typical day? I know you're working, but what's a typical day like for you? Give us a breakdown of what you like to do.
Well, now I'm on tour, so that is exciting. Yes, finally.
It's gotta be hard though. You've got little kids, so like having kids on tour, I have to think that's like so much work.
It's definitely more of a mental strain and pressure to, be Mama Bear, making sure they're okay, making sure she's wearing her headphones and everything's not too loud.
Yeah, you have to protect the ears.
Yeah, it's a lot. And making sure they're content and they're happy. And I just don't like to make it all about me either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just making sure
And then they're like,
happy.
oh, Christina, you're on stage tonight in an arena.
Yeah,
right,
and I'm
right.
like, and that too.
Right.
But it's been fun.
What do you do, though, if you do get a minute to yourself? What do you like to do to decompress, to relax?
Just that. Just be in my bed and I'm a cozy girl. Like, even my outfit now.
Yeah, I know. As I hugged her, I was like, oh, that's nice.
I just love, being cozy and being chill. And even in Miami, I didn't really have, that was our first night of the tour. And it was just such a great show. It felt like coming home again to my fans. And my dancers, one of them, Monique, her and I, we go way back. And our kids have play dates together. And it is like family. So, and the last time I was pregnant, I was on tour and I was pregnant. So it's been a long time coming home. So it feels really, really, really good. And I've been missing this for quite some time. And even when we were in Miami, it's like we just went for a late night walk on the beach, and it was just perfect.
Right.
It was just perfect. Me, my daughter, and we just brought a bag, and she was like, I was like, what are you bringing this cup for? She's like, for seashells. And it was just,
and your daughter,
it's just the little things that are everything.
On tour with you. She's your biggest roadie, right?
She's my biggest roadie. Yeah, she's just hanging out on the side of the stage,
Look at
coloring.
that side.
It's kind of, it's so funny.
She's just chill.
I bet for, most kids looking at that would think that is the most exotic thing ever, but it's so normal and part of like your kids' upbringing.
She's just a natural. Yeah, I was a little worried, like, oh, is she gonna, freak out if it's too loud or this or that? She's just hanging out there, like, yep, that's what Mama does.
Yeah, Mom's at work.
Exactly.
Right.
And if anything, like, I came over after I was done rehearsing one of the songs, and I was like, hi, honey, like, getting back to her and making it about her, and she was like, get off my stage. I was like, oh, wow.
Right. Are your kids musical? I bet they are.
They are. They don't, but she's into her, she's into her cartoon music.
Right.
And we're dying for, Hotel Transylvania 3 to come out, like, so we can get it on, like, Apple or DVD. I'm very into my DVDs. I'm raising my kids with that. It's weird. I know I'm old school.
But Halloween is coming up, and I know you're like a big, like, you love Halloween.
Huge.
We love Halloween.
Holidays. I'm so...
Matter of fact, you love Halloween so much, and Christina so much.
There are two things I love in this world. It's Halloween and
Christina Aguilera. Take a look at
that.
Yes. Oh, my God. You look amazing.
You should have heard me that day. I sang with the voice of an angel.
She couldn't go anywhere. There was no living with her.
So much. That's incredible.
Do you know? Do you put a lot of thought? Do you plan what you're going to be well in advance?
It always kind of comes last minute, but I feel whatever the mood, wherever the mood's taking me, I try to plan it out. Maybe a couple theme, a best friends theme. I don't know what it is, but I'll take it there this year.
Will you take the kids trick-or-treating? Do you go?
Well, I'm going to be close to Houston.
Well, you should just go to a random neighborhood. They would be so surprised to see you.
Oh, my God.
That'd be fun.
I'm going to figure it out. Yeah.
That'd be a suburb of Houston, Christina Aguilera. Get the king-size candy ready.
Definitely, we'll have to plan
You'll be like that teenage girl in the Christina Aguilera costume is amazing.
She was just like Kelly Ripa. Hey, when we return, Christina will tell us why she keeps changing her clothes on this tour. We're right back.
We're back with Christina Aguilera. As she mentioned, it's your first tour in 10 years.
It's too long, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It is too long.
But it's about time, yes. And I'm just so excited, yes, to be doing it. And part of it was too, you know, having kids. I was like, how do you juggle this? How do you balance, you know, touring and, you know, kids do need routine and they need, you know, some structure. But finally, I was like, you know what? We can do this. We're a family that it's just going to work out as long as they have safety, security, love, and we're going to make it work, you know. So we got it together.
It's something that I know you have to miss is that exchange with the audience on a regular basis, being on the stage and seeing them react to all of your songs.
Well, I do, you know. I mean, absolutely. Just to hear them singing along, and it's such a connection, and it's so good for my soul to have that and to give that back to them. You know, it's been too long, and you know, I know, you know, my just tried and true, they felt neglected for a while, and I was like, I don't mean to do this to you. I just don't want to neglect my babies, and you know, but in actuality, I really do want to show my children, you know, what mommy does and what brought us to this point, why you're here and why you get to live the life that you do. It's, you know, it doesn't grow on trees, and it's because I work hard, and if you want, you know, a beautiful life and nice things, you need to work for that too.
You need to book
and
a world tour.
Yeah, right. What's changed the most, would you say? In 10 years since you toured, what has been the biggest difference? Like now you're touring again, you go, okay, 10 years ago, this didn't happen, or 10 years ago, we didn't do this, or like, what's the biggest change?
Just making sure, like, you know, it kind of kills me on nights where you know, touring is a late night thing.
Right.
Well, thank God, I could never do it, like the morning thing. I'm like, oh. Like,
You're doing it right now. You're doing it brilliantly right now.
Well, only for you.
We appreciate it.
It's a lot.
We do.
But no, doing the late night thing, you know, it's just knowing, because I'm big on reading the bedtime stories myself. I like putting them to bed, reading the bedtime stories myself. And, you know, brushing the teeth. So not getting to do that sometimes, it's like, oh, you know, missing that is kind of a big deal for me, but it's okay. And, you know, it's kind of interesting now sharing the bus with my daughter too, running up and down the bus. You know, she likes to build forts though. So it's very cute how she like sets up her bunk and you get to close the curtains, and it's kind of like a mini fort. It's very cute. So it's like we're having an adventure every city. She's like, oh, we're going home now? I'm like, nope. We're going to the next place. So next adventure. So.
We mentioned on this adventure that you have got, is it 10 costume changes when
it's intense.
You're on stage? That's a lot of changes.
Yeah, I've never had such a, but the show is very theatrical. You know, as I said, I'm doing, you know, these smaller, intimate venues, which is so amazing too. Having not been on tour for so long, it really gives an opportunity to truly engage and connect with my fans and feel that, you know, my dancers coming through the aisles in the center, which you can't do in big venues. And it really sets, it's almost like seeing a Broadway play, but with just, you know, the energy of a huge concert, and the costumes are so elaborate and detailed, and every segment sets up an elaborate production, and I couldn't do it without it. And I've never have been as challenged as I am with the costume changing. So it's like the costume behind the scenes changing is almost more intense than, you know, me having to perform.
Is it one person or a team of people like change? Because you have to change fast.
There's 4 of us being like,
right. Yep.
Like it's like, yeah, it's
a well-oiled
choreography
machine.
No
back
different
there.
than the way you changed for the show.
That is true.
It's some real choreography back there.
If you have not seen Christina live, you've got to check her out. It is incredible. Christina's new album is available. Go to our website for more information on Christina's Liberation Tour as well. Great to see you.